Okay, we're going to begin to home in now on some of these items, and we're going to start with this start menu, this start button way over here. It's actually not called the start menu, by the way. It's now just called start, but this is certainly still called the start button. And you may notice that I have the end of page 1 and all the way down through page 2 just on start, because there's a lot going on that button. So I may have to break this up into a couple of videos if it gets too long. Let's start with just understanding these three segments, the left, center, and right segment of this start button. I'm going to go down here to the start button and click it, and you'll see I've got three distinct sections. I've got this section over here on the very left edge, and then I've got a center section here, and then over here on the right I have all these tiles, this section. So we're going to break this up into these three sections. Let's start with this left segment. We've got some buttons on here. We've got some special icons on here. So let's talk about what those are. First of all, I've got at the top, well, up here is something called the Hamburger Icon. The purpose of this actually is, well, it's not used so much anymore, because now when you hover over this thing, it automatically pops out. We used to use this to turn off and on, whether we wanted that to pop in and pop out like this. Just called a hamburger icon. Kind of looks like a hamburger, making me hungry. Down here I've got my account button, my account settings, and then I've got several folders that are down here. And these are special folders. We're going to see how to turn those off and on. I have more on than you have by default, and we'll see how to turn those off and on in just a little bit. Underneath that, we've got the settings button. Now, the settings button starts what we call the settings app. This is one of the new universal apps, or UWP style app, that we use for setting things. We used to use just the control panel, but now we use the settings app for quite a bit, and we will be doing almost everything here in this course in the settings app. I shouldn't say almost everything, but a lot in the settings app. Underneath the settings app now we have the power button here, and so it makes up the left section right here, and those are the items there. We have the account button, the special folders, settings button, the power button, and the hamburger icon. And then that hamburger icon will reveal those tags for those icons as we drop it down. Alright, we'll take up this center section here in the next video then, in part 2.